So this is question number 7 of GATE 2020 Metallurgical Engineering. The question is, in green sand casting, which of the following is not a part of gating system? So the options are runner, sprue, riser and pouring basin. So to know more about gating system, you can also refer NPTEL lecture number 18 on metal casting course by Dr. D.B. Karunakar from IIT Roorkee. So let us first understand what is meant by gating system. So gating system refers to all the sections through which the molten metal passes while entering into the mold cavity, right? So wherever the molten metal passes and at the end it will reach to mold cavity, so those sections are referred as a part of gating system. So let's have a look on uh, an image of gating system. So it has different components with some specific purpose associated with that. So we'll see one by one what are the name of those components in case of gating system. So this is our pouring basin where we'll first pour the molten metal. This is sprue. This is sprue well. This is our runner. This is nothing but our ingate, and this section is what where we will be forming the casting. So the cavity will be here inside, and here we'll get our casting object, and these two are nothing but risers, right? So it has a different part in it. So if you see the overall purpose of having these different parts, you can summarize it like a function of gating system. So some important point I have listed here. It has to fill the mold cavity before freezing. So the liquid metal should fill this cavity before getting freezes somewhere around here and there. So it should first fill the cavity, and then freezing should start from here and then towards backward. Now to minimize the turbulence, to avoid the erosion and to remove the inclusion. So all these capabilities of this gating system should be there, right? And also to regulate the flow of molten metal. So flow should be regulated. It should not be irregular or here and there. It should be properly regulated. Then only we'll get our sound casting, right? Now to consume least metal, right? It should not absorb the molten metal which we are pouring inside it. Otherwise it will form a scrap. So it should be capable of producing less scrap as possible, right? And at last, to establish directional solidification. So as I mentioned earlier, the first solidification will start from our mold cavity, and it will move towards this, and at the end the molten metal inside the risers will be solidifying. So the risers are those where the last liquid will be solidifying, right? So these were some basic introduction about the gating system. So now coming to the options. So as we have seen just now, runner is a part of gating system, sprue is also part, riser is also part, and pouring basin is also part of gating system. So all the options are part of gating system, but in the problem they are asking not a part of gating system. So those who have attempted or not attempted, they will get full marks, because there is no option which is mentioning not a part of gating system. So all the options mentioned here are correct. Thank you.